In the beginning, you didn't have to look real hard to see that in so many countries around the world, women were just not full participants in society. And it was pretty clear that a country that wasn't taking full advantage of half its talent pool was never going to reach its full potential. So Vital Voices was created with the intention that if we could get more women to the table in these countries, we could make things at least 50% better. We never imagined that a number like 50% was way too small. What we've discovered over 12 years of working with women leaders is that something extraordinary happens when you invest in a woman with a passion and a vision to change her society. The returns aren't one-to-one, they're actually exponential. Because women leaders are multipliers. They take what they gain and they spread it.
For instance, we had this program with 18 participants from all over the world. They received mentoring, training in advocacy, media skills, and when it ended, everyone went home, back to their countries. But it didn't end there, because one woman decided to leverage her inspiration and the connections that she made to help Indigenous women of her country achieve prosperity. If they could find markets for their products, local communities would be able to raise themselves out of poverty. They could provide food and clothing for their families, health care and education for their children. So this woman made it her responsibility to connect these local communities to international markets, which she did successfully, thereby improving the lives of thousands of people.
And that was amazing. But I started to realize that it wasn't enough for me to have had this incredible transformation. I wanted all the women of Guatemala to have that opportunity. I couldn't escape the idea that we had to create Vital Voices in Guatemala.
And she did, but she was smart about it. She engaged some of the top women leaders in our country, and they invited top women leaders from other countries in Central America. And when everyone saw what we were doing, they said, "Hey, we want Vital Voices in our country too."
And from one woman's inspiration, a Central American network of Vital Voices has taken off. We now have thriving local chapters in Nicaragua and Guatemala, with launches soon to come in Costa Rica, El Salvador, and Honduras. And that's just in Central America. Each of them has taken on the mission of increasing the capacity, the credibility, and the connections of women who are leaders in politics, in business, and in human rights.
So let's back up. This all came about because of one woman. That one woman came from a group of 18. We know from our research that 89% of the women in whom we invest go home and do exactly what she did. They invest in others. We run 40 programs a year in 5 regions of the world with women from 127 different countries. And we're just getting started.